fun performance. The kids have worked really, really hard on this, so we're going to get started right away. Enjoy.
Proceed, Duke, to procure my bail, and by the doom of death, and woes and all.
Merchant of Syracuse, be no more, for I am not partial to admit any born at Ephesus. If any Syracusan born comes to the bay of Ephesus, he dies, and his goods shall be confiscated to the Duke's disposal, unless 1,000 marks be levied to put his penalty and to ransom him. Thy substance, valued at even the highest rate, shall not amount to even 100 marks. Therefore, by law, he is condemned to die.
And yet, this is my comfort. When your words are done, my aunt woes end likewise, with the evening sun.
Say in brief the cause. Why thou departest from thy native home, and for what cause thou comest to Ephesus.
A heavier task cannot be imposed than me to speak my griefs unspeakable. Yet the world will witness that my end was wrought by nature. I will utter what my sorrows give me relief. In Syracuse I was born, and wed unto a woman. With her I lived in joy. Our wealth increased by prosperous voyages I often made, until the great care of goods at random drew me from my kind embracements of my spouse. I made provisions for her following me, and soon and safe she arrived where I was. There has she not been long, but she became a joyful mother of two goodly sons, one so like the other that I could not be distinguished by names. That very hour, and in the same inn, a woman was burdened with two male twins, both alike, their parents being exceedingly poor. So I bought them and brought them up to attend my sons. My wife, not mainly proud of two such boys, made daily motions for our home to return. Though unwilling, I agreed. Alas, too soon we came aboard of a league of epidemium. Had we sailed before the wind, always obeying, gave tragic instance of our harm. Longer do we retain much hope for what obscure lights the heavens did grant. Then our fearful minds did convey a doubtful warrant of immediate death. Myself would have gladly embraced, yet for the assistance of weepings of my wife, weeping for what she saw must come before, and the piteous plainings of the pretty babes, ignorant what to fear. The sailors sought for safety, and left the boat then sinking to us. My wife, more careful for the latter born, had fastened him unto a small spare mast that sailors provide in storms. To him, one of the other twins was bound, whilst I, like being heedful of the other, the children thus disposed of, my wife and I fixed our eyes on whom our care was fixed, fastened ourselves at either end of the mast, and floating straight obedient to the stream, was carried toward Corinth, we thought. At length the sun gazed upon the earth, dispersed those captors that offended us, and by the benefit of the wishlight the seas waxed calm. And we discovered two ships from afar, making a main to us from Corinth, that of Ephesus. This but ere they came, but let me say no more of this. Father, the sequel that went before.
May forward, old man, for we may pity, it is not enough to pardon me.
Oh, that the gods turn merciless to us, for the ship was encountered by a mighty rock, which being violently borne upon our helpful ship, was split in the midst, so that in the unjust divorce of us, fortune had left it to the both of us alike, what to delight, what to sorrow for. Her poor soul, seeming as burdened with lesser weight, but not with lesser woe, was carried with more speed before the wind, and in our sight there three were taken up by fishermen of Corinth, as we thought. At length another ship seized on us, and knowing whom it was happy to see, gave healthful welcome to their shipwrecked guest, and would have reft the fishers of their prey, had not their bark been very slow of sail. And therefore homeward did they bend their course. Thus you have heard me, severed from my bliss, that by misfortune was my life prolonged to sell the sad stories of my own mishaps.
And for the sake of them thou sorrowest for, do me the favor to die at full for what have befallen of them and thee till now.
My youngest boy, and yet my eldest care, at 18, became inquisitive after his brother, and importuned me that this attendant his case was so like reft of his brother, but retained his name, might years him accompany in the quest of him. Whom whilst I labored over a love to see, I hazarded a loss of whom I loved. 5 summers I spent in the farthest Greece, roaming clean through the bounds of Asia, and coasting homewards came to Ephesus, hopeless to find, yet I loath to leave unsought, or that any place that harbors men. But here must end the story of my life, and happy were I in my timely death, could all my travels warn me they live.
Hapless Aegeon, trust me, were it not for our laws, my soul, no, we're not, okay, trust me, were it not for for our laws, my crown, my oath, and my dignity, my soul shall sue as advocate for thee. Therefore, merchant, try all hast in Ephesus. Beg thou, or borrow to make you the sum, and live. If not, thou art doomed to die. Jailer, take him away.
I will, my lord.
Hopeless and helpless, doth the Aegean procrastinate his lifeless end.
There give you out you are of epidemium, lest that your goods too be confiscated. This very day a Syracusian merchant is apprehended for arrival here, and not being able to buy out his life according to the stature of the town, dies ere the very sun set in the west. There is your money that I have.
Go bear it to the Porpentine, and stay there, Dromio, till I come to thee within this hour. It will be dinner time. Till that, I'll view the manners of this town, and peruse the trader's gaze among the buildings, then return and sleep within mine inn, for with travel I am stiff and weary. Get thee away!
Many a man will take you at your word, and go indeed, having so good a mien.
Lighten my humor with merry jest. Will you walk with me about the town, then return to the Porpentine Inn and dine with me?
I crave your pardon. Soon at 5 o'clock I'll meet with you, and afterward consort to you till bedtime. My present business calls me from you now.
Farewell till then. I will go lose myself and wander up and down to view the city.
Sir, I command you to your content.
Commands me to the thing I cannot get. I to the world am like a drop of water that in the ocean seeks another drop, who falling there to find his fill forth, unseen, inquisitive, confounds himself. So I to find a mother and a brother, in quest of unhappy, lose myself. Here comes the almanac of my true date. What now? How chance thou art returned so soon?
Return so soon? Rather approach too late. The pig falls from the spit. My mistress made upon one cheek. She is so hot, 'cause the meat is cold. The meat is cold, 'cause you come not home.
Stop in your wind, sir. Tell me this, I pray. Where is the gold? Where is the money I gave you?
The 6 pence I had Wednesday late to pay the saddler. I paid the saddler. I kept it not.
I'm not in sport of humor. Tell me and dally not. Where is the money I gave you?
I pray you, just sir, as you sit at dinner, I came for my mistress. Methinks you she strikes home without a messenger.
Come, Dromio, come. These jests are out of season. Reserve them till a merrier hour than this. Where is the gold I gave charge to thee?
Sir, you gave no gold to me.
Come, have done your foolishness, and tell me how you have disposed thy charge.
My charge was to fetch you from the mart house to your home for dinner. My mistress and her sister stay for you.
Now, as I am a Christian, tell me in what safe place you have bestowed my money, or I shall break that merry sconce of yours. Where is the 1,000 marks?
I have some marks of yours upon my pate, and my mistress marks upon my shoulders, but not 1,000 marks between you both.
Thy mistress marks? What mistress slave hast thou?
Your worship's wife, my mistress, she that doth fast till you come home to dinner.
What? Wilt thou flout me thus unto my face? Think you that?
What mean you, sir? Hold your hands, I'll take my heels.
Luciana, neither my husband nor the slave have returned.
Perhaps some Belshazzar hath invited him, and from the marts they've somewhere gone to dinner. Good sister, let us dine, and never fret. A man is the master of his own liberty. Time is their master, and when they see time, they'll go or come. If so, be patient, sister.
Look, when I serve him, he takes it ill.
Why, headstrong the breeze, lashed with woe, there's nothing situate under heaven's eye, but hath his bound in earth, in sea, in sky. The beasts, the fishes, and the winged fowls are their male subjects and at their controls. Man, more divine, the master of all these, Lord of the wide world and wild watery seas, endowed with intellectual sense and souls of more preeminence than fish and fowls, are masters to their females and to their lords. Then let your will attend on their accords, ere I learn love, all practice and obey.
Patience unmoved. If you were wedded, you would bear some way. Nor marvel, though she pause, so that thou hast no unkind mate to grieve thee. With unurging, helpless patience would relieve me. But if thou live to see this fool baked, patience in thee will be left.
Well, I marry one day, but to try. Here comes your man. Now is your husband nigh?
Say, is your tarty master now at hand?
Nay, he's at hands with me, and that my 2 years can witness.
Statest thou speak with him? Knowest thou his mind?
Aye, he told me his mind be strewed with his hand. I could scarce understand it.
Spake he so doubtfully that thou couldst not feel his meaning?
Nay, he struck so plainly that I could too well feel his blows, and withal so doubtfully I could scarce understand them.
But say, I prithee, is he coming home? It seems he hath great care to please his wife.
My mistress, sure my master is mad.
Whore mad?
I mean, not cuckold mad. But when I desired him home for dinner, he asked me for 1,000 marks in gold. 'Tis dinner time, quoth I. My gold, quoth he. Your meat doth burn, quoth I. My gold, quoth he. Will you come, quoth I. My gold, quoth he. Where's the 1,000 marks I gave? The pig is burned, quoth I. My gold, quoth he. My mistress, sir, quoth I. Hang up thy mistress. I know not thy mistress. Out on thy mistress! Quoth who? Quoth my master. I know no house, no wife, no mistress. And that is my errand due unto my tongue.
Go back again, slave, and fetch him home.
Go back again and be new beaten? Send some other messenger.
Hence, fetch him home.
Am I so round with you as you with me, that like a football you do spurn me thus? You spurn me hence, and he will spurn me hither. Am I to last in the service? You must cast me in leather.
Fie, how impatience lureth in your save self-harming jealousy. Fie, beat it hence.
Sister, you know he promised me a chain. Would that alone, O love, he would detain, since my beauty cannot please his eye. I'll weep what's left, and weeping die.
How many fond fools serve mad jealousy.
Pray the gold I gave Dromio is laid up safely. See, here he comes. How now, sir? Is your merry humor altered as you love strokes? So jest with me again. You received no gold. Your mistress sent to have me home to dinner. Wast thou mad that thus so madly didst thou answer me?
What answer, sir? When spake I such a word?
Even here, even now, not half an hour since.
I'm glad to see you in this merry vein. What means this jest? I pray you, master, tell me. I did not see you since you sent me hence with the gold you gave me.
Villain, didst thou deny the gold receipt and toldest me of a mistress in a dinner? I hope you felt I was displeased. Hold, take you that!
Hold, sir, now your jest is earnest. For what bargain do you give it to me?
Villain, because that I familiarly do sometimes use you for my fool, and jest with you. Your sauciness will jest up, if you jest with me. Know my aspect and fashion, your demeanor to my looks, or I will beat this method in your sconce.
But pray, sir, why am I beaten?
Shall I tell you why?
Aye, sir, and wherefore? For they say every why hath a wherefore.
Why, first for flouting me, and wherefore urging it the second time to me?
Was there ever a man thus beaten out of season, when in the why and the wherefores neither rhyme nor reason? Well, sir, I thank you.
Thank me, sir? For what?
Marry, sir, for this is something you gave me nothing.
I, Antipholus, look strange and frown. Am I not Adriana, nor thy wife? The time was once when thou unurged wouldst vow that never words were music to thine ear, that never object pleasing in thy eye, that never touch well welcome to thy hands, sweet meat sweet savoured in thy taste, unless I spaked, or looked, or touched, or carved to thee. Oh, how comes it now, my husband? Oh, how comes it now that thou art estranged from myself? How dearly would it touch thee to the quick should hear thou, but here I were licentious, and this body conscript to thee.
Lead you to me, fair dame? I know you not. In Ephesus I am but 2 hours old, as stranger to your town as to your talk, who every word being scanned, and all one wit to understand.
Why, brother, how the world is changed with you when you were wont to use my sister thus. She sent you by Dromio home to dinner.
By Dromio?
By me?
By thee, and this thou didst return from him that he deemed perfect thee, and in his blows denied my house for me and his wife.
Villain, thou liest, for even her very words didst thou deliver me on the mart.
I never spake with her in all my life.
How can she thus call us by our names, unless by inspiration?
How ill agrees it with your gravity to counterfeit thus grossly with your slave, bidding him to thwart me in my mood. Be it my wrong you are from me, except but wrong, not that wrong with more contempt. Come, I will fasten on the sleeve of thine. Thou art an elm, my husband, and I a vine, whose weakness bear to thy stronger state, and makes me with thy strength to communicate. If aught possess thee from me, it is dross, usurping ivy brider, or idle moss, who all for want pruning. With intrusion infect thy saft, and live on thy confusion.
To me she speaks. Was I married to her in my dream? Or see I not think I hear all this? What error drives our eyes and ears amiss? Until I know this sure uncertainty, I'll entertain this offered fallacy.
Dromio, go bid the servant spread for dinner. Dromio, keep the gate.
Come, no longer will I be a fool to put the finger in my eye and weep, whilst man and master laugh my woes to scorn. Come to dinner. Husband, I'll dine above with you today. Sirrah, if any asks for him, say that he dines forth, and let no creature enter. Come, sister. Dromio, play the porter well.
Am I sleeping or waking, mad or well advised, known unto these or to myself disguised? And I'll say as they say, and with all adventures go.
Master, shall I be the porter at this gate?
Aye, and let none enter, lest I break your pate.
Come, Antipholus, we dine too late.
Good, Angela. You must excuse us all, but here's a villain that would face me down. He met me on the mart, and that I beat him and charged him with 1,000 marks in gold, and that I did deny my wife and house. What didst thou mean by this?
Say what you will, sir, but I know what I know. That you beat me at the mart, and I've your hand to show.
Aye, but to a more sparing guest. But soft! The door's locked! Dromio, go bid them let us in.
Let in thy master.
Get thee from the door, or sit down at the hatch. Go, get thee from the door.
What patch is made, our porter? My master stays in the street.
Let him walk from whence he came, lest he catch cold on's feet.
Who talks within there? Ho! Open the door!
Right, sir, I'll tell you when, and you'll tell me wherefore.
Wherefore? For my dinner have not dined today.
Nor today, here you must not. Come again when you may.
What art thou that keeps me from the house I own?
The porter for this time, sir, and my name is Dromio.
Oh, villain, thou hast stolen both mine office and my name. If thou hast been Dromio today in my place, thou have changed thy face for a name. Let in my master, Lucy.
He comes too late. It's okay, your master.
Oh, Lord, I must laugh. How about you with a proverb? Shall I sit in my staff?
How about you with another? Max Glenn, can you tell?
If thy name be called Lucy, Lucy thou hast answered him well.
Do you hear me, you minion? You'll let us in, I hope?
I thought to ask you.
And you said no?
So come, well struck. There is blow for blow.
Thou let me in!
Can you tell for whose sake?
Master, knock the door hard.
Let him rot today.
You'll cry for this minion. If I beat this door down...
Let's have me go live in a pair of stocks.
Who is at the door that keeps all this noise?
By my troth, your town is troubled with unruly boys.
Are you there, wife? You might have come before?
Sir Knife? Your wife? Go! Gate thee from the door!
There's something in the wind that we cannot get in. They have prevailed. I will depart in quiet and in despite of mirth. Get you home and fetch the chain by this I know 'tis made. Bring it, I pray you, to the Porpentine.
I'll meet you at that place some hour hence.
Do so. This jail cost me some expense.
And may it be that you have quite forgot a husband's office. Shall Antipholus, even in the spring of love, thy love spring rot? Shall love and building grow so ruinous? If you did wed my sister for her wealth, then for her wealth's sake, use her with more kindness. Or, if you like, elsewhere, do it by stealth. Muffle your false love with some show of blindness. Let not my sister read it in your eye.
Sweet mistress, what is your name, or else I know not? Your weeping sister is no wife of mine. Teach me, dear creature, how to think and speak, and to your power I'll yield.
What? Are you mad that you do reason so?
Not mad, but mated. How? I do not know, for gazing on your beams as good to look on night.
Why do you call me love? Call my sister so.
Thy sister's sister.
That's my sister.
No, it is thyself's, and thyself's better part. Mine eyes, clear eyes, and my heart's dearer heart.
All this my sister is, or else should be.
Thee I will love, and with thee I will lead my life. Thou hast no husband, yet I know a wife. Yet I know wife. Give me thy hand.
Oh, soft sir, hold you still. I'll fetch my sister to get her goodwill.
How now, Dromio? Where thou runnest so fast?
Do you know me, sir? Am I your man? Am I myself?
Thou art Dromio? Thou art my man?
I'm a woman's man. I'm beside myself.
What woman's man? And how beside thyself?
She lays claim to me.
What is she?
She is a kitchen wench.
What is her name?
Oh, sir, she called me Dromio. Swore I was assured to her.
Go thee presently, post on the road, and if any wind blow away from the sea, I will not harbor in this town tonight. If everyone knows us, and we know none, I think it is high time to trudge, pack, and be gone.
As from a bear, a man would run for life, so fly I from her, that would be my wife.
'Tis high time that I were hence, that she doth call me husband. Even my soul doth for a wife abhor. But her fair sister possessed such enchanted presence and discourse, had almost made me a traitor, thus unto myself. But lest myself be guilty of self-wrong, I'll stop mine ears against the mermaid song.
Master Antipholus.
Aye, that is my name.
I know it well, sir. Lo, here's the chain I thought to have given to you at the 14. The chain, unfinished, made me stay thus long.
What is your will that I shall do with so?
What please yourself, sir? I have made it for you.
Made it for me? I bespoke it not.
Not once, nor twice, but 20 times you have. Now go home with it and please your wife withal. And soon, at supper time, I'll visit you and then receive my money for the chain. Fare you well.
What I should think of this, I cannot tell. But this I think there's no man so vain that would refuse so fair an offered chain. I see a man here need not live by shifts when in the street meets such golden gifts. If any, I'll to the mart and there for Romeo stay. If any ship puts out, then points straight away.
You have known since Pentecost the sum is due, and since I am bound to Persia, I need guilders for my voyage. Therefore, make present satisfaction, or I'll attach you by this officer.
The sum that I owe to you is with Antipholus. In the instant that I met with you, he had me a chain. At 5 o'clock, I shall receive my money for the same. Please, if you walk with me down to his house, I will discharge my bond and thank you.
While I go to the goldsmith's house, go there and buy a rope that I will bestow among my wife and her confederates for locking me out of my doors by day. But so, I see the goldsmith. Get thee gone, buy a rope, and bring it home to me.
Here's the note how much your chain weighs, to the utmost carat, fineness of the gold, and chargeable fashion. I stand indebted to Belshazzar, so I pray you see her presently discharged, for she is bound to see.
I'm not furnished with the present money. Besides, I have some business in town. Take the stranger to my house, and with you take the chain, and bid my wife disperse the sum on the receipt thereof. Perchance I will be there as soon as you.
Then you will bring the chain to her yourself?
No, bear it with you lest I come not time enough.
Well, sir, I will. Have you the chain about you?
And if I have not, I hope you have, or else you may return without your money.
Nay, come, I pray you, sir, give me the chain. Both wind and tide stays for Belshazzar, and I, to blame, have held her here too long.
You used the stallions to excuse your breach of promise to the porpentine? I should have chid you for not bringing it.
The hour steals on. I pray you dispatch.
You hear how she importunes me. The chain!
Why, give it to my wife and fetch your money.
Isn't there another line? Come, you know I gave it to you even now. Either send the chain or send by me some token.
Fie, now you've run this humor out of breath. Come, where's the chain? I pray you, let me see it.
My business cannot brook this dalliance. Good sir, say where you answer me or no. If not, I'll leave him to the officer.
I answer you? What should I answer you?
The money that you owe me for the chain.
I owe you none till I receive the chain.
You know I gave it to you half an hour since.
You gave me none. You wrong me much to say so.
You wrong me more, sir, in denying it. Consider how it stands upon my credit.
Well, officer, arrest this goldsmith at my suit.
I do, in charging the Duke's name to obey me.
Oh, this touches me in reputation. Either consent to pay this sum for me, or I attach you by this officer.
Consent to pay thee that I never had? Arrest me, foolish fellow, if thou darest.
Here is thy fee. Arrest him, officer! I will not spare my brother in this case if he should scorn me so apparently.
I do arrest you, sir. You heard the suit.
I do obey thee, and I give thee bail. But you shall pay this swear as dear as all the metal in the shop will answer.
Sir, I shall have law in Ephesus. To your notorious shame, I doubt it not.
Master, there's a bark that stays, but till her owner comes aboard. And then, sure, she bears away. Our frontage, sir, I have conveyed aboard. They stay for not at all, but their owner, master, and yourself.
How now? A madman? Why thou, thievish sheep, what ship stays for me?
A ship you sent me to hire.
Thou drunken slave, I sent thee for a rope and leads to one purpose and what end?
You sent me for a rope's end? You sent me to the bay, sir, for a bark.
I will debate this matter at more leisure, and teach your ears to listening with more heed. To Adriana, villain, hie thee straight. Take this key, give her this key, and tell her in the desk that's covered over with Turkish tapestry, there is a purse. Let her send it, tell her that I am arrested on the street, and that shall bail me. Hie thee, slave, be gone, on officer, to prison till it come.
To Adriana, this is where we dined, where Dulcibel declaimed me for her husband. Thither I must, although against my will, for servants must their masterminds fulfill.
Oh, Luciana, did he tempt thee so? Mightest thou perceive Austria in his eye, that he did plead in earnest? Yea or no? Looked in his eyes, red or pale, sad or merrily? What observation madest thou in this case of his hearts, his face, meteors tilting his face?
First, he denied you had in him no right. Then swore that he was a stranger here. Then pleaded I for you.
What? And what said he?
That if I begged for you, he begged of me.
With what persuasion, love, did he tempt thy love?
With words that in an honest suit might move. First he did praise my beauty, then my speech.
I cannot, nor I will not hold me still. My tongue, though my heart, not my heart, shall have his will. He is a deformed, crooked, all-faced, with body shapeless everywhere, vicious, ungentle, foolish, blunt, unkind, stigmental in making, and worst in mind.
Who would be jealous then of such a one? No evil lost is wailed when it is gone.
But I think him better than I say. My heart prays for him, though my tongue do curse.
Here, go the desk, sweet Melanie Gates.
How hast thou lost thy breath?
Running past.
Where is thy master, Dromio? What is the matter?
I do not know the matter. He is arrested on the case.
What? He's arrested? Tell me at whose case?
I know not at whose suit he is arrested. Where you send him, mistress, redemption, the money in his desk.
Go fetch it, sister. This, I wonder, he, unknown to me, should be in debt. Tell me, was he arrested on a band?
Not on a band, but on a stronger thing. A chain. Tis time I were gone.
Go, Dromio. There's the money. Bear it straight and bring thy master home immediately. Come, sister, I am pressed down by this injury.
There's not a man I meet but doth salute me as if I were some well-acquainted friend. Some tender money, and everyone doth call me by my name. Some tender money to me, some invite me, some give me thanks for kindness, some offer me commodities to buy. Even now, a tailor invited me into his shop and showed me silks he had bought for me, and therewithal took measurements of my body. Sure, these are but imaginary wiles, and Lapland sorcerers inhabit here.
Master, here's the gold you sent me for.
What gold is this? I understand thee not.
That Adam that keeps the prisoner, he that came behind you, sir, like an evil angel, and bid you forsake your liberty.
What thou meanest, an officer?
Aye, sir, the sergeant of the band. He that brings any man to answer it, that breaks his band. One that thinks a man always going to bed and says, God give you good rest.
Well, sir, rest in your foolery. Is there any ships put forth tonight? May we be gone?
Why, sir, I brought you word an hour since that the bark put forth tonight. And then, sir, were you hindered by the sergeant? Here are the angels that you sent for to deliver you.
The fellow is distraught, and here we wander in illusion. Some blessed power deliver us from hence. Come, Dromio, let us go.
Fear me not, man, I will not break away. I give thee ear, I leave thee so much money to warrant thee as I am rested. For my wife is in a wayward mood today, and will not lightly trust the messenger that should be attached in Ephesus. I tell you, 'twill sound harshly in her ears. Here comes my man, I think he brings me money. How now, sir, have you what I sent you for?
Here's that which I warrant you will pay them all.
But where's the money?
My sir, I gave the money for the rope.
500 marks, villain, for a rope? To what end did I bid thee home?
For a rope's end, and to that end I am returned.
And to that end, sir, I welcome you.
Nay, 'tis for me to be patient. I'm in adversity. Nay, rather persuade him to hold his hands.
Thou a senseless villain.
I would I were senseless, sir, that I might not feel your blows.
Thou art insensible in nothing but blows.
Indeed, I have served him since the hour of my nativity, and to this instant, and I have nothing at his hands for my service but blows. When I am cold, he cools me. He warms me with beating. When I am warm, he cools me with beating. I am waked with it when I sleep, raised with it when I sit, driven out of doors with it when I come from home, when I leave from home, and welcomed home with it when I return.
Come, go along. My wife is coming yonder.
Mistress, respite feed him, respect your end, or like the prophecy, like the parrot, beware the rope's end.
Wilt thou still talk?
His incivility confirms no less. Good Dr. Pinch, you are a conjurer. Establish him in his true sense again, and I will please you with whatever you demand.
Alas, how fiery and how sharp he looks.
Give me your hand and let me feel your pulse.
Here is my hand. And let it feel your ear!
I charge thee, Satan, house with yield possession to my holy affairs, and to thy state of darkness hide thee straight. I conjure thee by all the saints in heaven.
Peace! Peace! I am not mad.
Oh, that word, our soul.
You minion, you are these your customers? Did this companion with the saffron face revel me and feasted at my house today, whilst upon me the guilty doors were shut, and I denied to enter in my house?
Oh, husband, God doth know you dined at home, where you would have remained until this time, free from this open shame and these slanders.
Dined at home? Thou villain, what sayest thou?
Sir, sooth to say, you did not dine at home.
Were not my doors locked up and I shut out?
Your doors were locked and you shut out.
Did not she herself revile me out there?
Sans fable, she herself reviled her.
And did not her kitchen maid rail, taunt, and scorn me?
Certes she did. The kitchen vessel scorned you.
And did I not enraged depart from thence?
In verity you did. My bones bear witness that I have since felt the vigor of your rage.
'Tis good to soothe him in these contraries.
It is no shame. The fellow finds his way, yielding to endure as well with his friend.
Thou hast bribed the goldsmith to arrest me?
Alas, I sent you money to redeem you by Dromio here, who came in haste for it.
Money by me? Heart and goodwill you might, but surely not a rag of money.
Whence not thou too for a purse?
He came to me and I delivered it.
And I am witness with her that she did.
God in the rope bear me witness thou was sent for nothing but a rope.
Both man and master are possessed. I know it by their tails and clothes. They must be bound and laid in some dark room.
Say wherefore didst thou lock me forth today? And why dost thou deny the bag of gold?
I did not, gentle husband, lock thee forth.
And gentle master, I received no gold, but I confess that you were locked out.
Disassembling villain, thou speakest false in both.
Thou art false in all, to make an abject, loathsome scorn of me.
Oh, bind him, and let him not come near me.
More coming, find this being is strong within him.
Me? How pale and wan he looks!
What? Will you murder me? Thou jailer, I am thy prisoner. Wilt thou suffer then to make a rescue?
Master, let him go. He is my prisoner. You should not have him.
What wilt thou?
Bind this man. He's frantic too.
What wilt thou do, thou peevish officer? Hast thou delight to see a wretched man do displeasure to himself?
He is my prisoner. If I let him go, the debt he owes will be acquired of me.
I will discharge thee ere I go from thee. Bear me forthwith unto his creditor, and knowing how the debt grows, I will pay for it. Good master doctor, see him safely conveyed to my house. Oh, most unhappy days!
God help them, poor souls.
Pinch, go bear him hence. Sister, go you with me. Officer, say now whose suit he is arrested at.
One Angela Goldsmith. Do you know her?
I know her. What is it that he owes?
200 marks.
Say, how grows it due?
Due for a chain your husband had of you.
He did speak a chain for me, but had it not. Come, jailer, bring me where the goldsmith is. I long to know the truth hereof at large.
God, for thy mercy! They are loose again!
And come with naked swords! Let's go more for help to have them bound again!
Obey the killer!
I see they are afraid of swords.
See, that would be your wife and I ran from you.
Come to the Porpentine, fetch our stuff from thence. I long that we are safe and sound aboard.
Stay here this night. They will surely do us no harm. You saw they speak us fair, give us gold. Methinks they are of but a gentle nation, but for that mountain of mad flesh that claims marriage to me, I could find it in my heart to stay here still.
I will not stay tonight for all the town. Therefore, away to get our stuff aboard.
I am sorry that I offended you, but I protest he had the chain of me. The most dishonestly he doth deny it.
Oh, man, is here in the city?
A very reverend reputation, of credit infinite, highly beloved, second to none that lives here in the city. Your lord might bear my wealth at any time.
Speak softly, yonder, as I think he won't.
'Tis so, and that self-chain about his neck which he forsworn was monstrously not to have. Join me, Belshazzar, I will talk with him. I wonder much that you would put me to this shame and trouble, and not without some scandal to yourself, with circumstance and oaths so to deny. This chain, which now you wear so openly, can you deny it?
I think I had it. I never did deny it.
Yes, that you did, sir, and you forswore it, too.
Who heard me deny it or forswear it?
These ears of mine, thou knows, did hear thee, fight on thee, ready. 'Tis pity that thou livest, to walk where any honest men resort.
Thou art a villain to impeach me thus. I'll prove mine honor and mine honesty against thee presently, if thou darest stand.
I dare, and I do defy thee for a villain.
Oh no.
Hold him! For God's sake!
You restrict.
Some get within him! Take his sword away! Bind Romeo to and bear them to my house!
Run, master, run! For God's sake, take a house! This is some priority! In, or we are spoiled!
Be quiet, people. Back, wrong you hither.
Fetch my poor distracted husband hence. Let us come in, that we may bind him fast and bear him home for his recovery.
I knew he was not in his perfect wits.
How long hath this possession held the man?
This week he hath been heavy, sour, and sad, and much different from the man he was. But till this afternoon his passion never broke into extremity of rage.
And thereof came it that the man was mad. It seems to sleep were hindered by thy railing. Thereof came it that his head was light. Unquiet meals make ill digestions. And was it fever but a fit of madness? Moody and dull melancholy kinsman, to grim and comfortless despair, and at her heels a huge infectious troop of pale distemperatures. In food, in sport, in life, preserving rest. To be disturbed would mad a man or beast. The consequence is, then thy jealous hath scared thy man from the use of his wits.
She never reprehended him but mildly, when he demeaned himself rough, rude, and wildly. Why bear you these rebukes and answer not?
She did betray me to my own reproof. Good people, enter and lay hold on him.
No, not a creature enters my house.
Then let your servants bring my husband forth.
Neither. He took his place in the sanctuary, and therefore it shall privilege him from your hands, till I have brought him to his rightful wits again, or lose my labor singing.
I will attend my husband, be his nurse, diet his sickness, for is my office, and will have no attorney but myself, and therefore let me have him home with me.
Be patient, for I will not let him stir, till I have used the approved means. I have the wholesome syrups, drugs, and holy prayers. It is my trance and parcel of mine oath, and a charitable duty of my part of my duty. Therefore depart, and leave him here with me.
I will not hence and leave my husband here. It doth beseem your holiness to separate the husband and the wife.
Be quiet and depart. Thou shalt not have him.
Complain unto the Duke of this indignity.
Come, go. I will fall prostrate at his feet and never rise until my tears and prayers have won his grace to come in person hither and take perforce my husband from the abyss.
By this, I think, the dial points at 5. Anon. I'm sure the Duke himself in person comes this way to the place of death and sorry execution, behind the ditches of the abbey here.
Upon what cause?
To see a revered sign Curian merchant beheaded publicly for his offense, who put unluckily into this bay against the laws of statute.
See when they come. We'll behold his death.
Kneel to the Duke before he pass the abbey.
Once again, we proclaim it publicly. If any friend will pay the sum for this merchant, he shall not die.
Justice for sacred Duke against the abbess!
Once again, she is a virtuous and revered lady. It cannot be that she hath done thee wrong.
May it please your grace, Antipholus, my husband, who I have made lord of me and all I had, this ill day a most outrageous fit of madness took him, that desperately he hurried through the street, with him his bondman, as all as mad as he. doing displeasure to the citizens. Once did I get him bound and set him home. Whilst he broke from those that had guard of him, and in his mad attendant in himself with drawn swords, met us again, and mildly bent on us, and chased us away. Till, raising of more aid, we came again to bind them. Then they fled into this abbey, whither we pursued them. And here the abbess shuts the gates on us, and will not suffer us to fetch him out, nor send him forth, that we may bear him hence. Therefore, most gracious Duke, with thy command, let him be brought forth and borne home for help.
Long since, my husband served me good in my wars. Go, some of you, knock at the abbey gate, and bid the lady abbess come to me. I will determine this before I stir.
Oh, mistress, shift and save yourself. My master and man are both broken loose, beaten the maid's arrow, and bound the doctor.
Peaceful, thy master and his man are here, and that it is false thou dost report to us.
Mistress, upon my life, I tell you the truth. I have not breathed, almost since I did see it. He cries for you, vows, if he can take you, to scorch your face and to spirit you. Hark, hark! I hear mistress fly, begone!
Come, stand by.
You that he's born about invisible. Even now we housed him in the abbey here, and now he's there, past thought of human reason.
Justice, most gracious Duke. Oh, grant me justice, even for the service that long since I did thee, when I best rid thee in the wars that took deep scars to save thy life, even for the blood that I then lost for thee. Now grant me justice.
The fear of death doth make me ill. I see my son, Antipholus, and droning.
Justice against that woman there. She whom gave me to be my wife, that hath abused and dishonored me, even in the strength and height of injury, beyond imagination, is the wrong that she this day hath shameless thrown on me.
Discover how, and thou shalt find the just.
This day, great Duke, she shut the doors upon me while she feasted in my house.
The grievous fault. Say, woman, didst thou?
No, my good lord, myself, he, and my sister today did dine together. So befall my soul, as this is false, he burdens me with all.
Ne'er may I look on day nor sleep on night, but she tells to your highness simple truth.
Oh, perjured women, they are both forsworn. In this the madman justly chargeth them.
My liege, I am devised what I say, neither disturbed with the effect of wine, nor heady rash provoked with raging ire. Albeit my wrongings might make one wiser mad. This woman locked me out from dinner. That goldsmith there, were she not packed with her, could witness it. For she was with me then, who parted with me to go fetch the chain, promising to bring it to the Porpentine, where Balthazar and I did dine together. Our dinner done, and he not coming thither, I went to seek her in the street, and I met her. There, this perjured goldsmith swear me down that I this day of him received the chain, which she knows I saw not. Then she did arrest me with an officer. I did obey and sent my